Hi, now it's time to talk about collaboration. And collaboration, it's something we mentioned many times during the modules. And what is collaboration about? Because collaboration is a trivial concept. So collaboration is easy to understand as human beings, we can say. And there's nothing more in CrewAI than what we already know about collaboration, because collaboration is all about making agents collaborate between them in order to reach a specific goal. This happens in a very dynamic way. So you're not really literally explaining the agents how to reach the goal, but instead, or even better, you're not telling the agents how to collaborate, but this happens automatically in the package. So based on, and it has to be like this because it's a dynamic approach. So you're telling the agents, hey, you're part of the same crew, you're working in for this specific problem, and you decide how to dynamically adapt. And this is possible because in CrewAI we have this information sharing happening under the hood. So all the agents can access the same information, and we can even manipulate how the agents can access the information. And of course, another point is that we have real-time updates happening under the hood. We're not just working towards the goal, but we're also adjusting, as we said before, we're adjusting the shot. So based on whatever is happening in the environment, the agents are actually modifying their behavior in order to be sure that they're going to reach the goal based on the inputs that they get from the environment. Perhaps they get input data, they get an output from the LLM, but this is kind of colliding with the tasks, and they see that they're going in another direction. They can change the way they are solving the problem. And of course, we have a very good resource allocation in terms of tokens that are sent, memory usage, also like a very long list of things we don't have to implement that are basically already implemented in CrewAI. Now we move to the planning. The planning is how we let the agents work before they start working. So the planning is, it can be seen as a manager that decides before letting the agents work, decides to how these agents have to interact with them and what are the steps. This is not mandatory, but it's just about the problem you want to solve. Sometimes you don't need a manager, so you don't need any sort of planning. Sometimes you do. So depending on the problem you want to solve, perhaps you want to have planning. One example of how to use a planning is, let's say you want to book a trip. So you're planning a trip and you need to book tickets, hotels, you need to find, I don't know, like restaurants and good things to see in the city where you want to go. Perhaps having a planning on top of it can be useful because you can plan in advance all the tasks that are going to be performed by the agents. And this is a different taste of solving solutions like this, problems like this. So it depends on how you want to solve it and how the problem looks like. Then we move to the final part, which is tools. Tools is something that is pretty much available in all the LLMs frameworks around. And the power of the tools is that you're not confined to what you have inside the LLM, but instead you can browse the internet. Like one very, very famous example of tool is the SERP DevTool. SERP is actually providing a way to browse the internet and then use this information inside the agent in order to achieve the task, reach a specific goal. In this case, the market researcher and analyst uses the tool SERP DevTool. So we're just saying, hey, you are the market research analyst, and whenever I will give you the task, you can do the best as you can to solve the task. And in addition, you can use the internet, so you can browse the internet to look for the solution. Another example of tool can be maybe an API that connects to, that is giving you some flight tickets. So perhaps the agent is about the best ticket based on the period and the destination, and it has the capability of using a tool that is actually an API that under the hood has an endpoint that requests tickets from a specific service. This is one example. And that's it for this technical overview of what CrewAI has to provide. We will continue with more technical elements in the next part. For now, I hope that everything was clear, and my suggestion is also to check all the classes and functions that we have seen so far, and perhaps also have a look into the official documentation if you want to dive into how to customize these functions, these classes, and how to create different objects based on different requirements. For now, that's it. Thank you.